Hello folks, this is Jamil Sir for Gunstock Reviews. We're here at C2 Tactical in Scottsdale, Arizona, and today we're gonna do a very special test. You know, with the growth of the subcompact pistols and concealed carry and so many states going constitutional carry, everybody is gonna wanna carry something for self-defense. So today we're gonna do a very special test with the Springfield Armory Hellcat. And this version has the Shield SMSC red dot on it. I got the cover on it here. And we're going to be testing it with Hornady Critical Defense. This is a 115 grain FTX projectile that it says here on the box that there is 1135 feet per second. We're going to put that to the test. We're going to test for accuracy. We're going to check the velocity of this ammunition out of this barrel, because when they test these, they don't use a 3.5 inch barrel to test these. So we're going to see how it performs in the chronograph. We're going to show how it performs at a distance of about 10 yards for accuracy, and we're also going to test it on gel for penetration. Let's describe what we're going to be doing. The testing on the gel, usually the ammo companies use what is called ordnance gel. We're going to be using clear ballistics gel for 2 or 3 reasons. Number one is cost and ease of use. Normal ordnance gel needs to be, it gets one-time use only, and is organic, so it decays. It has to be refrigerated and all that kind of stuff. So we use the clear ballistics, which happens to be about between 95 and 99% equivalent to the ballistic gel that is used, the ordnance gel. So we're using that for that purpose. Normally, these tests are done on a distance of about 10 feet. So we're gonna place our gel at about 10 feet. We're gonna shoot 3 rounds, 3 to 4 rounds onto the gel, and we wanna see how deep it penetrates. With this pistol, at a distance of 10 feet. That is the normal FBI test. FBI also does some tests with clothing and glass. We're not going to do that. We're just going to do bare gel. So that's the first test. Second test is going to be accuracy. In that test, for the accuracy test, we're going to place our target at about 10 yards. Usually, the FBI has said that most encounters happen between 7 and 10 yards. So we're going to do it about 10 yards, just to be on the safe side. I sighted in the pistol about 10 yards, and we're going to see a performance of this ammunition at about 10 yards. We're going to give you a couple of tips on what to do, especially when you own a red dot. We'll talk about that in a minute. And then we're going to do the chronograph. A chronograph, as you know, is an electronic equipment that measures the velocity of a projectile. There are several chronos, but I was used to using the standard chrono with the sky screens that you have to do outside, and it has pros and cons to what we're going to use today, which is a Laborator, which is a Doppler radar. The pros on the Doppler radar is that it can be used anywhere. It can be used indoors, outdoors, it doesn't matter. You just aim the radar downrange and shoot, and it will pick up the velocity of your rounds, and it goes directly on my phone on the Laborator app. Those are great pros. Cons is that the Laborator is pricier than the standard chronograph, but the standard chronographs are a lower price, but they have a couple of minuses. Sometimes you can't use them indoors. Lighting is a big problem sometimes. Too shady and they don't work well. Too directional of lighting, they don't work well. So they have their cons too. So we're going to use a Laborator in here, and the Laborator app gives you all the information you need. After shooting 5 rounds, which is usually normal average of rounds, it will give you an average, an extreme spread, standard deviation, and it will give you the high and the low rounds. So we're going to give you all that information. And if you want, I'll even give you the individual velocities of the 5 rounds I'm going to shoot. And so that's basically the test we're going to do. Couple of tips when you have purchased a red dot and you want to put in a red dot like the SMSC. Make sure that is nice and tight but not over tightened, and make sure you clean the surfaces of your slide before you do that, because it could become loose on you. And if you get your pistol like this one came from Springfield Armory with the SMSC, make sure that you sight it in before you start shooting, because they do a rough sighting in at the factory, but they don't do the final sighting in. Make sure you sight it in for the ammunition you're gonna use. So after all this talking, I apologize, let's go and shoot. Okay, here we go. Our test here is gonna be for penetration. We set up 2 pieces of gel at 10 feet. We're gonna shoot 3 rounds at it, and then we're gonna find out how deep it goes. Let's go ahead and do it. Before we do that, we're gonna put on our ears. We have our eyes. Okay, let's go check it out. I forgot to say that for this test, we're using the Ransom Multi-Cal Steady Rest. It's our platform, real steady platform, just to keep our pistol steady and repeatable. Let's go ahead and check out the results from our test. Wow, what can I say? These results are really, really good. Measurement is about 11 inches in penetration, which is not too shabby at such a short barrel with ballistic gel. This is great. And if you notice, all 3 projectiles expanded beautifully. The little ballistic tip that is still attached to each one of the rounds. They're not attached physically, they're still attached to the projectile there. Well, once you pull them out, the ballistic tip comes off. But it came out great. All 3 bullets went about 10 3/4 to 11 inches, and they are looking great. I mean, if you look at they maintain their integrity. The permanent wound there, wound cavity, it is impressive. They expanded perfectly. At this distance, it is, I tell you, this is very effective ammo out of such a short barrel. This is a great combination. But now, this is just one test. We're gonna combine all 3 tests together and see how it goes. So let's continue our testing. Okay, we're ready to go. We have the Laborator here set to go. Notice how simple it is. We're gonna put our ears on, and we're gonna shoot 5 rounds of Hornady Critical Defense. Our first shot is 1,085. 1,099, 1,090, okay, we got a little delay here, so 1,093, and the final one is, oh, it didn't register that one. Let me go ahead and put 1 more round in it. Sometimes this happens that it doesn't register 1 or 2 more rounds, so let's go ahead and add a couple more rounds in here. And 11-16 is our 5th shot. Okay, let's go ahead and get the results, and I'll give you the information for it. Let's turn this off, and we'll go for it. Information: average 1,096, highest shot 11-16, lowest shot 1,085. Our extreme spread was 30.7 and our standard deviation 1195. 5 shots fired. Again, we'll review. 1085, 1099, 1090, 1093, and the last one, 1116. That is impressive. Yes, it's not what is reported here of what it says, 1135 is a little bit slower, but I tell you what, it is very impressive out of such a short barrel. So let's go ahead and continue our testing. Okay, it's time to do our accuracy testing. 5 rounds. I'm gonna start with 3 rounds and then see if I need 5. So I loaded 5 rounds on the pistol, 10 yards. It's not bad. I will shoot all 5. Let's go ahead and check that out. Not a bad group for 10 yards for the first time I fired this pistol with this ammunition. It is looking pretty good and it's really effective for the purpose of this pistol, which is self-defense. This combined with the velocity and the penetration, this makes it one heck of a winner. Well, that was a very interesting test. I tell you what, I'm very impressed with this pistol and this ammo. It's a great combination for concealed carry. And guys, thanks for watching, and like always, please remain healthy, stay safe, and definitely have fun at the range.
Thank you for watching Gunstock Reviews. Please visit our website at www.gunstockreviews.com for more exclusive content. Please visit our Patreon page at www.patreon.com/gunstockreviews. Your contributions would be greatly appreciated and help us grow our selections and frequency of videos.